What in the world? Who the is Mark Guillory?
Do I owe him money or something?
Marc-Antony.
Okay, so I keep getting the same question.
I'm listening to
Marc-Antony.
Marc-Antony?
I don't know a Mark.
Who's that? Do I know who Mark is?
Do you know him?
Alright, look, I don't know who this Mark guy is.
The fool that mess around with your homeboy.
I know no such
Marc-Antony.
Mark.
Marc-Antony you talking about?
It's so good.
That is me. That is me. I am Marc-Antony. Jesus. Welcome to my new YouTube page. This is the very first video of the channel. It is so weird just talking to the camera. I feel like I'm talking to myself. I feel a little crazy. To all you YouTube guys that can just you might be a little, you know. This first episode is gonna cover who I am as a person, who I am as an artist, and I wanna give you guys a little bit of a backstory about what makes me me. I guess we'll just start from the beginning. I grew up in Beaumont, Texas, which is a small town about an hour 45 minutes south of Houston. Ever since I was about 3 years old, I was super fascinated with cameras. I was always the kid in front of the camera when my dad was walking around with that chunky camcorder, dancing, making jokes, sticking my tongue out at the camera. And as I got older, and as technology started to develop, I decided to be the person behind the camera, to be able to make these dumb little videos that, you know, I could edit and show to my parents and just see a smile on their face, or make the entire family laugh or cringe. In high school, in about 10th grade, I joined a photography course. At a young age, I was introduced to developing film, developing prints, and it was cool. It was amazing. If my photography teacher wasn't a
What's your profanity?
because of him, I decided to pursue another passion, and that passion was wrestling. From about 10th grade up to 12th grade, that was my thing. Like, I got into MMA, I got into watching the UFC. At one point, I thought I was gonna become the next UFC bantamweight champion, but your boy don't like getting punched in the face. I was accepted into Texas State University, and there I decided to pursue a major in exercise sports science. But it was the science part that killed me. With that struggle, I knew I had to do something different. I knew I had to switch majors. I just didn't know what to switch it to. Fortunately, I had a roommate that was doing his own thing. He was making videos for his friends. He was taking pictures for his friends, making music videos, making his own music videos. Something about that triggered something inside of me that made me remember the times before wrestling when I fell in love with the camera, when I fell in love with telling stories and filming and making things that entertain other people. I eventually changed my major from exercise sports science to electronic media. It gave me hands-on experience with journalism, with being out on the field, doing interviews, digital marketing, and even freelancing. During this time, I myself was out freelancing. I was working with barbershops, MMA gyms, regular gyms. I was doing weddings. I was taking graduation photos. So I definitely turned on the switch and just started trying to create something for myself. After I graduated from Texas State, I was able to pick up a part-time job as a photo lab technician. I learned many things that take place after, you know, somebody takes a picture, such as framing, printing, developing film. But at the same time, all my clientele dried up because of the pandemic. and I was stuck with a 9-to-5 job that was very unfulfilling to me. I mean, it came with a lot of knowledge, but it wasn't really what I wanted to do. All that put together made me put a lot of pressure on myself as a creative, and it made me just dry up creatively. And for a while, I went through this somewhat depression, feeling like I chose the wrong path. And with that being said, I felt like I needed a change. And that change for me was moving back to the Southeast Texas area. Not Beaumont, but the Houston, Texas area. I felt like I would be closer to a lot more family. I would have a lot more support. And I already had a lot of people reaching out to me about some freelancing jobs, but I couldn't take it because I was all the way up in Kyle. I felt like I was moving to a place with opportunity. And that's where this channel comes in. This channel is a journey. It's a blueprint. There are a lot of these pages and channels where it's like you kind of start in the middle of this person's journey. You get to see them with their sponsorships, with all their lenses and all their camera gear. I would eventually like to get to that point, but I mean, right now I'm only working with 3 lenses. I'm also a guy that's working a 9-to-5 at the moment and trying to balance my job with freelancing and also creating my own work, such as this channel. And in order to reach those goals, I have to learn new things, I have to try out new things, I have to push myself. And hopefully me doing this and doing this in front of you will inspire you and give you some type of blueprint to where you can maybe take some things that I did right and look at the things that I did wrong and learn from that. So I want this to be a space where artists can come together and have fun, inspire each other, and learn from each other. And to answer that question, who is Marc-Antony? I hope you join my journey and find out. Get real quick. I know you sitting on the toilet. Yeah, you think you slick. I know you sitting on the toilet, but while you there, look, I'm not gonna tell nobody, but while you there, press that like button, okay? I want you to share it too. And then, don't get lazy. Subscribe. There's more to come. There's definitely more to come. And wash your hands, cause it's nasty. Even though I do it sometimes, spray Lysol on your phone, hey, you good.